Hi, it's Captain Kate again from Brighton Congress Hall Salvation Army. On day 4 of our week of Christian unity and prayer for that, today is entitled Lament. The readings are taken from Psalm 22, verses 1 to 5, and I would encourage you to look that up for yourself today. And Matthew chapter 27, verses 45 to 50. They're both quite short, so it won't take too long, and you can pause the video and do that right now. Lament requires us, sometimes even demands us, to look really closely and see. A young woman looked and saw the tears of the oppressed. The video she shot on her phone of the murder of George Floyd in May 2020 was seen all around the world and unleashed a holy rage as people witnessed and finally acknowledged what African Americans have experienced for centuries: subjugation by oppressive systems in the midst of privileged blind bystanders. In the UK, black men between 18 and 25 years are 5 times more likely to be stopped and searched by the police, and black women are 4 times more likely to die during childbirth. We have much to lament. The 2 passages today speak of lament. Jesus and David, the brutally honest psalmist, sets his example for us of what to do when we're in pain. My God, why have you abandoned me? Is a pain-filled cry at the very beginning of Psalm 22. That is mirrored by Jesus himself on the cross in Matthew 27. The pain is not sanitized and polished for us. It's raw and it's honest. Lament is a hard practice to embrace. Our society wants to rush towards positivity and victory. But what does it mean to truly lament? To sit with the pain? Lament demands that we're open with ourselves. It demands from all of us that we no longer ignore the pain. A reflection from Rachel's Cry, A Prayer of Lament and Rebirth of Hope by Kathleen D. Billman and Daniel L. Migliore. Lament is a protest so deep that it must come before a prayer, for only God can provide needed hope that justice will prevail and the future will be different. Some questions for you today. How have you been involved in the practice of lament? In what ways are marginalised groups in your community experiencing pain? How are you affected when you observe people's grief in other parts of the world, for example, in the aftermath of a violent attack or a natural disaster? Some things for you to go and do. Sit and reflect. Lament the pain you've noticed in your community. When it gets uncomfortable, stay a little longer. Do you need to move closer in order to hear someone's pain? Connect with some people on the margins in your community to learn about their narrative of history and its consequences. What steps can you take to be a truth teller of history? Let's pray together. God of justice and of grace, remove the scales from my eyes so I can truly see the oppression around me. Give me courage not only to name it, but to fight it whilst providing authentic presence, witness and compassion to the oppressed. Amen. And I'll see you tomorrow.